Hello, my name is Christopher Hornbeck. I chose the book Wealth of Nations. It was written by Adam Smith in 1776 during an agricultural revolution. Adam Smith has been considered to be the founder of economics, and in this book, Smith explores and constitutes the wealth of nations. In The Wealth of Nations, Smith emphasizes on free trade, limited government influences, an invisible hand, and division of labor. According to Adam Smith, the wealth of an economy is the value of the total output, industrial and agricultural. Smith believed that the real wealth is that money buys general economic views before Smith's influence. Gold and silver were determine the nation's wealth. He also put forth a few simple concepts that had helped the economy, trade, and national production be what it is today. Smith introduced the division of labor. The division of labor divided specific tasks to people, which in turn boosted productivity. The best way I could understand the division of labor is to think about it as an assembly line, how each person on the line has a specific task to complete a product. Also, most assembly line jobs produce mass amounts of stock. Free trade. Smith argues that by giving everyone freedoms to exchange and produce goods as they choose to domestic and foreign countries, that people's self-interest would produce greater prosperity than sticking to a strict government regulations of trade. The biggest benefit of the free trade is it allows a country to specialize in the manufacture and export of products that can be easily produced in that country. Smith provided a concept called the invisible hand. The invisible hand stated that without any observable interventions, free markets will determine an equilibrium in the supply and demand. The invisible hand means that by following their self-interest, consumers and firms create an efficient grant of resources for the whole of society. I provided a quote by Adam Smith below from the book that says, "It is not from the benevolence of the butcher, the brewer, or the baker that we expect our dinner, but from their regard to their own interest." The quote means the butcher doesn't sell us meat because he cares about us eating meat. The butcher sells us meat to gain what he is interested in gaining out of the situation, his profit from the meat. We, the consumer, don't buy the meat because we care about this product. Our self-interest is in the gaining the meat. But we both get what we want with our own reasoning as to why. So for a wealth nation recap, we talked about free trade between nations and between individuals left both sides better off. We talked about that nation's wealth, it is national product, meaning the real wealth is what money buys. We talked about the key to economic efficiency, according to Smith, is specialization, relying to the labor of division, how if you divide tasks among people, you can increase the productivity and build your stock. Adam Smith was a very smart man. He laid the intellectual framework for the fine to the free market. He wanted everyone to benefit and get what they wanted. He wanted people to fulfill their self-interest, but at the same time, make the other guy happy too. He wanted people to work smarter and not work harder. We can see Smith's influence in the economy today. Even though he argued that the government should take its hands off the economy and permit a free market, we now have a mixed economy where we have private enterprises and government regulations.